yesterday's focus day, and we talked with our first two guests about the hair braider freedom legislation. And I'm pleased to welcome Misty Harris into the studio here, because you're going to be testifying today about this legislation, again, to deregulate the industry, to not have to go through all the hours, all of the money, to do what you're looking to do for your employment. So talk with us a little bit about your hair braiding experience and why you're here today.
Okay. Well, as you see, my hair is done now. I get my hair done every month. It's considered a protective style that I get done due to the fact that in 2010, I was diagnosed with SLA lupus, and I lost my hair at that time. And because of that, I decided to go natural with no chemicals, no relaxers, no hair dryers, anything. And I began to get my hair braided. And at that time is where I noticed that all my hair would grow. And so at that point, I just began to do that. Every month I do it. It's a protective style. There's no harm to it. I haven't lost any hair. I actually looked up alopecia. Alopecia is an autoimmune disease, which is exactly what lupus is. It's an autoimmune disease. So that's how you can lose your hair in such sense. It's not.
So this was a health issue for you.
Yes.
And so, as you said, growing back, a protective style, if you will, and you get it done monthly.
Monthly, yeah.
And when people are doing the hair braiding style, who does it?
A friend of mine, her name is Fanta. She does my hair for me. She's very good, no tension. She, takes her time. And she just tells me certain things I can do, what kind of products I can use as far as conditioner or something. But that's about it. Very less maintenance.
Does she know that is she testifying today as well?
She just had a baby, so she can't be here, unfortunately. But I did reach out to her, and she is, she supports this 100%. It's just sad that, a lot of people couldn't be here due to the short notice of, this, and a lot of people they don't know about it.
Yes.
So
again, we're bringing awareness to this. We had Mike Stenhouse, we had Christina Walsh, and I wanted you to come in again to talk a little bit about this, because one of the things that we heard from the opposition, if you will, was that somehow hair braiding could be damaging to hair, and you're saying that's not the case.
No, that's not the case at all, and I'm a living witness of that. Like I said, I get it done all the time, different hairstyles all the time. You'll see this today, then tomorrow you'll see something different. It's just, and it's a form of art too, and a culture. This isn't our background. African Americans have been doing this for years. So if this was such harmful, we would be all walking around bald-headed. And this is not the case. This is very a good protective style. It's now been considered a protective style, and a lot of people are gearing towards that because of the heat and the chemicals that they have used in the past, that they noticed that is damaging their hair.
So that's more damaging. Braiding is not, and you're here to tell your story, to say, hey, this is why I'm supporting this hair braider freedom legislation. Have you heard from the braiders again about what they're expected to go through now? All the other cosmetology sort of hoops and things that they have to do, and it's just focused on hair braiding. Should they have to go through that, in your opinion?
No, they shouldn't. No, especially when you've been doing it for years. Your mom braided your hair when you was younger. Now we braid our hair. And it's been passed down. This is talent. This is something, like I said, that's just from the heart. You have to want to do it. You have to know, in your heart that this is something that you can do. And I don't think you should have to be mandated to go to school to learn that technique. That's just something that's passed down generation to generation.
So are you looking forward to making your case in front of the hearing today?
Absolutely.
Misty, where do you live? Where's home?
I live in Cranston, was born and raised in Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay, up here at the State House today for the hair braider freedom legislation. Again, we've heard from people across the spectrum on this. It's an issue that a lot of folks are paying attention to. We really appreciate your coming here before the hearing today. Misty Harris, thank you
nice
so
to meet
much.
You. Thank you.
We'll let you go around the corner. I'll be right back to wrap up here at the State House.
Thank you.
Thanks. You're a pro. Thank you.